Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Now, not sure how long I have on this here, but wanted to touch on this topic because I saw, one of y'all asked me, where it was a few of y'all asked me to speak on a situation. I believe it was a person, if I'm not mistaken, the name is Miracle Watts, but I could be saying the name wrong. And then I saw where somebody posted that she responded seemingly, and the response they posted looked like where maybe she said, and this could be all fake, but she said something like marriage means till death do you part, or something like that, like the vows are forever type of thing. And not sure if that was accurate or not, but just want to use that as an example in general because that's on the back of a lot of women having come out publicly and saying that every man cheats and that they are okay with their man cheating as long as he cheats respectfully. And there's been a lot of women who are conventionally beautiful women saying that they're okay with their man cheating. And then I saw some posts which I feel like it has to be satire, but if it is satire, the women deserve an Oscar because they look very convincing in the video. But I've been seeing women sitting in the front seat of their car and they're doing videos and they're saying on the video, "Listen, B, you're gonna have to shout at MF and man. You gonna have to shout that man. I don't care that he got a wife. I don't care that he got kids. He both our man. You gonna have to shout that man." And I'm like, wow, like is this just like an audio thing they trying to get to go viral? Is this real? But it looked real, but it seemed fake. Because I'm like, it can't be real now. Like, she can't be saying that. But I do know that it is a very real thing. I've worked with a lot of women who are the other woman. They are with a man, and the man has a girlfriend, fiance, or a wife. And a lot of the women, I always tell a woman, if you are the other woman, you are living like dumpster juice. Like that juice that be at the bottom, that liquid that be at the bottom of your trash can outside. That's how you have reduced yourself to dumpster juice. But ironically, a lot of the women who are the other woman, they are normal women. I struggle to say respectable women because a respectable woman would never be the other woman. But I don't want to disrespect them or say like they the scum of the earth. They probably need to be in the purpose art seminar on November 28th in Tampa, Florida, where you could sign up on TonyGastonAcademy.com that you see at the bottom right there, identifying your purpose. But it's like a lot of the women, they look regular, talk regular, sound regular, act regular, like they not on, like they don't seem like special needs or mentally ill or anything like that. And they've come to terms with being the other woman. And then some women glamorize being the other woman, saying like that they have their own space. They don't have to be up under nobody. They get the best of the man. He bring the good deed. He bring the good attitude. He bring money, presence, security, whatever it is. And like, they just get to have like the fantasy. They get to have the romance. They get to have, and I think in that space, those women appreciate the sex a lot better. It never gets boring. And because it's always that element of you doing what you should not be doing. So you rushing, you having fun with it, you doing the forbidden. It's like you biting off that forbidden fruit every time that y'all sleeping together. And I think that's part of the rush, part of the thrill. And then being a secret. Misery loves company. And I think a lot of women and men who are the other woman or the other man, they are living in a miserable existence because they don't have their own person who loves them fully and wholly and completely. So they're like, hey, if I don't have my own person, neither does she or he. And I think that especially like my wife has had, you know, she kind of like a tomboy. So she done had guy friends. And when I found out about it, I told her like, "Hey, I'm not cool with that because I don't trust men like that. To me, a man gotta be gay for him to genuinely be your friend and want to talk to you every day. So because we're gonna go through things in our relationship, you're gonna be mad with me. I might hurt your feelings or whatever. And if you have a male friend, he waiting in the wings. And me personally, I don't have female friends, so I don't have a woman that is outside of my wife that I talk to and I confide in and that I call a friend. There's not a single woman in my life that I call a friend. And that's just because I don't want to blur the lines. I don't want none of that because if I work with a woman, she's a client. And every single woman that I talk to, I call her a client. Whether she paying me or not, I call her a client. And I do that intentionally. And I told my wife, I say, listen, I'm not with the male friend thing. And I let her know. And I think deep down she knew it. And so she knew because she wasn't like flaunting it or nothing. Cause I think deep down she knew how I am. And she knew like, sometimes these male friends might get out of position. So I shut that down and I let her know if I ever find out about a male friend again that I didn't know about, I'm divorcing you. I don't care if we've been married 30, 40 years. If it is a secret or if it's something I ain't know or if it's something you ain't feel comfortable telling me about, that means it wasn't supposed to be happening. And so we had to nip that in the bud. And same thing with me. I had quote unquote female friend that I was talking to, confiding in, talking about my girlfriend, which became my wife. And then in the early talk about my wife, and she saw some of the messages. I'm like, oh, all right, okay, that's what it is. So guess what? I had to cut them off. And then that became a thing. And so a lot of time people want to be the other person because they get to say, imagine if a man shooting the breeze and chopping it up and talking with my wife all day, every day. He gonna be like, oh, he ain't got what he think he got. Oh, I probably could slide in there. I probably could hit her if I want to. Oh, I probably could have her and I want to. And he'll start to go there in his head. Now, yeah, he'll lose his life, but it's like he may be willing to take that risk. And so the same thing with a woman. And to be honest with you, for men are the other man to prove to themselves that their God, Kevin Samuels, was right. That's why men are the other man, to prove to themselves that women are trash. No woman can be trusted. No matter how good she appears, no matter how good girl act she have, all women are low down, scum, skeezy. And that's what the men want to prove to themselves. Women want to be the other woman to out of jealousy of that woman to say you ain't gonna have no whole man and me not have no whole man, because if you got a whole man, that means you're a better woman than me. That means if you got a whole man, that means you could get something that I can't get. That means you do something that I don't do. That means you look better than me, or you sex better than me, or you do this or that better than me. And so I think a lot of women want to be that other woman just to have that ace in the hole. laughing at that other woman saying, "Ah, you on Facebook bragging about your relationship, bragging about your man, but he over here hitting this. Ah, you ain't got what you think you got." And a lot of women love to be the other woman to the man with a woman that she wishes she could be. So it's a lot of men and women who are little ugly. And what I mean by little ugly, ugly spirit, may feel ugly in the face, and then they get to be the other person to somebody who is with somebody that they think is more fly, better looking, smarter, more successful, whatever it may be. And so in essence, it's almost like they aura farming off of that other person of their same gender. Like the woman is jealous of that other woman. And so she say, well, I'm gonna sleep with her man just so I got what she got. So she don't have more than me. So she not better than me. She getting beat on. She get yelled at. She get cussed at. He come over here and he perfect. He happy go lucky. And so that be the thing. And then the same with the guys. And the sad part, now, you remember the lady had the "You're my little secret. That's how we should keep it. Never let it never." And then that was one of the songs. It could have been a lot of them out there, but I've noticed I've heard a lot of songs from men talking about, you remember the one song, "Boyfriend number two." Number two. I can't remember if it was Pretty Ricky. And he said, "Don't fuss, don't fight." And that right there angered me. Like, boyfriend number two finna have your brains splattered on this concrete while you trying to be boyfriend number two, Negro. You better go find girlfriend number one and stop trying to tiptoe around here, you little punk. That right there infuriate me because, see, as a man, it's different for men. That's why you see the other woman more than you see the other man. Because for men, we know a man will kill you. So if you sleeping with another man, woman, although it's the woman that's sleeping with you or dealing with you in a romantic way or flirtatious way or friends with benefit way, although it's the woman dealing with you, you still are crossing the line, and you crossing the boundaries because you stepping on another man domain. You in another man territory, and that right there. Cause see, we as men, we taught to forgive the women and the children. Like the woman, you can't just put it all on her because she could be a battered woman. She could be broken. She could be hurting. Like typically when a woman cheats, the relationship is dead or she's being abused. Like I do this every day. I deal with this every day. Rarely does a woman cheat just to cheat. Rarely. And that's just the God heaven's truth. So anytime I done found something on a woman that I'm with, I had done cheated on her multiple times, or I was treating her like bubble gum on the bottom of my shoe. I've never found nothing on a woman when I was doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I own that as a man, and men know that. So as a man, you never supposed to mess with another man, woman, because you know how we are as men. You know we get complacent in a relationship. You know we might mistreat our woman. You know we have mental health issues and stress that we don't know how to express or explain, and we may take that out on our woman. So then as a man, you know that this woman gonna have seasons that she going through things at the hands of her man, And so if you go in there, you got to realize he loved her and he mistreating her. He don't love you as a man. So how dirty you think he'll do you? He gonna cut your thing off. He get a hold of you. He slitting your throat. He putting the AK-47 to the side of your head. And I'm one of them men that'll do you like that. And I'm a nice guy. So imagine a man who ain't no nice guy. You see what I'm saying? So men should never play that game. But I'm gonna tell you one thing too now. Y'all HOs want to keep being the other woman. The wages of sin is death. It's some women who will get with it. It's some women who you're gonna have a long night, sister. When she and see the thing about it, everybody be like, oh, talk to your man. That's him doing that. Oh, talk to your woman. That's them doing. No, it's you too. It's you too. If you the other woman, if you the other man, you just as guilty because you disrespecting too. So this is what you got to realize. Yes, the person is disrespecting their partner, but that person loves their partner. You know they in a relationship and you allowing yourself to be the other man or woman, and that person don't love you. They spouse or they boyfriend or girlfriend do not love you, do not care for you. So guess what? If you are willing to be the other man or the other woman, you deserve to have your brain splattered on the asphalt. And the Bible say that. It don't say it in that words, but it say, like, it talk about a man's wrath. Like if a man, like nobody could stop a man who coming after you because you done mess with his woman, in so many words. And that's one thing about it. So that's what the thing is. You got to have the decency and the class. You got to have the decency and the class and the respect. You got to have all that together. My wife just texted me. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna hit all these letters. Oh my goodness. Our 12-year-old play soccer. It costs $3,500 for the season. Got to pay another $1,500 for team fees, probably. And she just told me we got 5 trips to Miami and 1 to Jacksonville. Both of those is 4 hours away from us in different directions. And Arizona, where I just got back from. Woo. And so, yeah, that is something. That is something. Now, and I'm gonna be popping in and out different cities, Lord willing, doing the Purpose Art summits. So y'all stay tuned, stay locked in on the videos. That's how you're gonna find out about them. And it'll be small trainings, but I'm gonna be training, helping people. Cause see, with Purpose, it ain't for everybody. So, but y'all stay tuned. So even if it's me and 5 people, me and 10 people, I'm fine with that because I know the impact I've been able to have as one person on the world. So it's not about reaching the masses. It's about reaching the intentional. So y'all stay tuned on that. But this what I'm trying to tell you. And so what's this my through line here. What is a person who is the other man or the other woman or willing to be with somebody and say they can cheat? What is that a person? What type of person is that? That's a person who don't know their purpose. That's why I'm adding the purpose arc to go to Amazon, type it in, get the book. And you're gonna hear me promoting that every video. You're gonna get sick and tired of it till you tap into your purpose. Till you discover your purpose and you start to walk in it. It might not be full time, might be part time, might be quarter time, whatever it is. And so that's what you got to realize. And you got to be able to look and see and understand that if you are the other man or the other woman, you don't have no purpose. You don't have purpose yet. So you need to be in Tampa, Florida, November 28th. You don't have integrity. And that's unfortunate. And I'm gonna tell you like this right here. If you're somebody and you're okay with your person cheating on you, you're okay with your person being besties with somebody who is attracted to the same sex and the same sex. So, like, for example, if you're okay with your woman having a gay female best friend, or if you're okay with your man having a gay male best friend, you don't love yourself. Or you're okay with them having a friend of the opposite sex that's like a real friend. When I say friend now, I mean other opposite sex that's heterosexual. You playing, because see, I'm gonna tell you something. Some people love each other, but can't be together. So what you run the risk of when you allow your partner to have a best friend of the opposite sex, you're running the risk of them having a pact that they'll never tell, that they will go to their grave, and they will never admit to you that they've kissed, that they've had sex, that they've dated, and they've just now just relegated themselves to just friends, but they have a lot of love for each other. So listen, I'm not telling you this from the same position that you are in. And I know people get offended by my confidence, but don't let my confidence offend your insecurity. And that's my quote that Deion Sanders made famous. But let me help you understand something. We're not the same. So unless you have coached individuals on love and relationships from the age of 16 years old to the age of 75 on 6 different continents, we're not the same. Our data is not the same. Our experiences is not the same. Our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is not the same. And I'm telling you that I know for a fact, if your person has friends of the opposite sex who are heterosexual, I'm not talking about colleagues. I'm not talking about people they work with. I'm not talking about people they say Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, Happy Birthday. I'm talking about a friend. A friend is a confidant. You playing with fire. A friend is who you tell your hopes, your fears, and your dreams. If your spouse or partner has a friend of the opposite sex, you are playing with fire. You are playing with fire. And it is just a matter of time before they leave you for that friend, or they in an emotional or sexual relationship with that friend. And that friend will take up space. That friend will take up space. And yes, you have some friends who play a great role, and you have situations where it's completely 1000% platonic, but you'll never really know because of how the brain works. Like, you could talk to somebody and your brain have a dream of you having sex with them, and you had no control over that. And call it whatever kind of spirit or whatever you want to call it. It just happens. That's how the brain work. And so your partner could be dreaming about their friend because they had an hour-long conversation about hopes, dreams, and fears. And that you run the risk. And the thing about it is, you don't need no friend of the opposite sex when you in a relationship. Your person you with need to be your friend, your sister, your brother, your friends of the same gender, your mama, your daddy, God, Jesus, who stick closer than a brother, is who need to be your friend. The Holy Bible. You don't need no friend of the opposite sex when you in a relationship. And I'm gonna tell you something too. I'm gonna help you understand something too, because a lot of y'all making this mistake. A lot of y'all have a gay best friend, a friend of the opposite sex. A lot of women have a friend of the opposite sex who is a man, but he gay. And they think that because he gay, it's okay for him to be their friend. That's not true. Because what you have to understand is homosexuality is a spirit. So that's a certain spirit that you have advising you. That's a certain spirit that you have around you, that you have around your kids, that you have around your man. Just because your gay best friend told you he don't sleep with everything, do not mean he not trying to x-ray vision your man's booty hole. So when you go to talking to this gay best friend and you talking to him about your sex life with your man, he getting off on that. And what you think is innocent when because he framed the question the right way of, I don't mean to be personal, nothing like that, but like, how big is it? Like that really matters. And I'm not asking that because I want to know anything, but I'm just, if you want me to help you learn how you got to please him, I do have one of those. So I'm just asking, like, how big is it? And so now you thinking, oh, well, he just trying to help me learn how to better do this and how to better do that. And then when he asks you, well, does he enjoy like butt play or anything like that? Cause like maybe, and I could give you a couple tips on that. And so now, and I know these are the conversation that some of these women be having with these gay men. They come like, oh, yeah, that's my best friend. Listen, I'm telling you like right up. I'm just like right up. And you call it what you want to call it, say what you want to say. My wife would never, ever, ever have no gay male best friend. Ever. Because I'm not finna run that risk. I am not finna run the risk. Like, listen, ain't got nothing against you. God love you. You love you. Go to your pride parade. Do whatever you want to do. But I'm not finna run the risk of you think about my behind. Mm-mm. I'm also not finna run the risk of that Adam Sandler movie or whoever it was who pretended to be gay so he could see J-Lo naked. I'm not finna run that risk because your brains will be splattered if I find out you're not really in the man. But when wife in there changing in front of you down to Aritzia in the try-on room because you supposed to be gay. No. There's a lot of men that's supposed to be gay that still sleep with women because a release is a release. So y'all got to understand that. For those of y'all men who your woman got a gay best friend, you don't know if he cracking her every now and then. You don't know if he rubbing that bite when she crying because you done cheated on her, you done hurt her feelings. You don't know. You don't know if he really is bi and he like men and women. He's not gonna tell because then he a threat. So that's why I don't even play with it. And to God be the glory, my wife ain't never brought that issue to me. Like she ain't never had no uh, male friend who was gay. Like my wife, honestly, she feel more masculine than feminine in the sense of like she loves sports on a level like no human I've ever met. So men, when they was around my wife, they felt like she was a homeboy. And that's honestly how I married her, because she was just so chill and so easy to be around. And I remember talking to a few of her guy friends and just kind of like letting them know, like, bro, you know you will lose your life. And I just want to be clear on that. Oh man, did you ever read our messages, man? Like, that's just my homie. Like, that's just my homie. Like, we don't do nothing but talk sports. Like, that's all we talk about is sport. Like, man. Yeah, Well, yeah, whatever. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Somebody gonna die. And so listen, I'm telling you, it's safer to keep all that stuff out your relationship. You playing with fire. It's safer to just keep out, because you never know when somebody gonna lose their mind. When somebody gonna lose their mind. And look like my son Tatum have to play from August 15th to May 15th. So his season finna be 9 months out of the 12. So 9 months. May, June, July. No, 10 months. So he about to have June and July off, like the school year. So y'all, about this here conference, this the Purpose Summit probably gonna end up for corporate professionals who planning their situation, planning their exit. And cause y'all, we probably gonna have to do this on like a Thursday or a Friday. Probably a Thursday, cause Friday sometime I'm gonna have to travel to the game. So hey, we probably gonna be, so this really finna be upper echelon. This for people with PTO, vacation days, and really in that seasonal planning. Cause man, cause one thing about it, this a high level for my son. So and I'm gonna explain this to y'all, because I know some of y'all might be like, oh, Tony, he just 12 and it's just soccer and you could miss a game. Wow. Polk County pastor accused of having sex with teen boy, dope smoking, pedophile. And he 42 years old in Winter Haven, so I probably know him. I'm sure finna find out who he is. This is the preacher. And you go, okay. Let me see if I know him. He's also a child pedophile, a predator. What we found is that Timothy Cheneyfield went, I don't know his name. Y'all, this is, that's my county. That's my county. That's Polk County. And that's Grady Judd. Saying that this pastor, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Had to be a black man. It's a dope smoking pedophile preacher right before you. But that graded judge, he said, "This is a dope smoking preacher right here before you." Says the man. And see, this the type of man that y'all be the other woman for, and don't even realize what you're doing. Don't even realize what you're doing. Cause see, it says the man have HIV, went online, found a 14-year-old girl, and brought the girl to his house multiple times and slept with her unprotected with HIV. And he 42-year-old, a 42-year-old pastor. Y'all see why I'm about to go so hard in the paint? Because this is the Christians right here. This is I gotta combat that. Because every single person that's on the fence, every person that's an atheist, every person that's another religion, they're gonna look at this and see there, I told you that Christianity was fake. Look at that pastor sleeping with 14-year-old and he got HIV. See there, that's why I don't go to church. See there, that's why I don't like that Christianity. See there, and so that's why I got to go so hard. That's why I got to stamp my belief system and stand on it because of this right here, because of fools like this right here. And I'm gonna tell you, me personally, I'm different in the sense of if I was the president, even though we had to go through that in slavery, I'm bringing it back. We hanging you. We hanging you. And we ain't but before we hang you, we're gonna stand you up on something. We're gonna have that thing around your neck and we finna hit you with stones and everything. Like you do stupid stuff like that right there. Give a child HIV or expose that child to HIV. Just even if it was adult. Oh, we finna stone you fur. We knocking all that skin off of your fur, boy. Then we kicking that chair from up under you. See, I don't play by that. And that's why I try to help y'all understand. Like people get upset with me and they be like, Tony, man, why you so hard on these guys? And why you said that the such and such, and why you said that by such and such? Because I believe in integrity. Like my faults and my flaws and stuff like that will be against the government. Like it'll be, I'm not gonna do a human being wrong. Like my faults and my flaws will be the government saying, "Hey, you ain't register your company on time. Hey, you need to kick us a little more cash." Like it'll be against a system. It'll be against a bank. Hey, that credit card late. Hey, you let that credit card charge off. All right, y'all write it off. Claim it as a loss. And go about your business. Leave me alone. But against a human being, like a person individually, I don't play by that. So like these guys that's out here and they got a mic in their face and they're using their position and their influence to sleep with the women in the crowd. Like think about me going out here on the road and me teaching the purpose art. Think about the amount of vulnerable women that may be out there searching for their purpose. And they in my seminar, they boohoo crying, they thinking about all of their past, everything they've suffered, everything they've been through. They thinking about all of that. They going through all of that. They thinking about all of that. And then I take and shoot my shot, start having long, deep conversations, talking every day, and doing all of this. And the next thing, hanging out with her, spending time with her. And then the next thing you know, sleeping with her. When she came to me hurting, lost, broken, vulnerable. And that's what the young lady accused the guy a metaphor of on the tonight's conversation. Accuse him of sleeping with the women who come to the events. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I know guys doing it. Same thing with Lateria before he got married. He kept saying he's a fornicator. Well, who you sleeping with? The women that follow you. Same thing with Anthony O'Neill. Said he's a fornicator. Well, who you sleeping with? The women that follow you. Then y'all said, I think y'all said the rapper, the conscious rapper who stay in some controversy, calling people out D1, said he struggles. Said he struggles with what is it? Say he struggled with fornication. Y'all brought that to my attention. I didn't hear him say that, but I had interviewed D1. I know D1. He came to my seminar when I did a seminar in New Orleans 10 years ago. You know, he came to my seminar and, you know, sat in there with a notebook and, you know, I helped raise these guys. Same thing with Anthony O'Neill. He had been trying to work with me for years. And I get very upset about that when men take advantage. So the sin that I did and the stuff that I was doing was before I stepped into my purpose. It was before, like, God didn't elevate me until I got my mind right. So I got married in '07, but my mind still wasn't right. Them first couple years, I'm still trying to get my mind right. 2010, I turned over a new leaf. And ironically, that's the year that God really started to elevate me when he knew he could trust me. And it's not that I wasn't tempted and tested and had close calls, but the Lord gave me the strength to be able to wiggle my way out of it, navigate through it, and stay on the right path. And so that's why I'm so, that's why, like, that's why I'm so, y'all forgive me, reading this at the same time, you know, adamant about what I teach and what I speak on, what I'm talking about, because I done had to go through them steps. And that's how I was able to create the purpose arc. And when you read the book and you see the arc that I show you that you go through into walking in your purpose, and you sit and you study every step of that arc, then you see. And I need to take it. And this the demon right here. This the devil. This brother got a good message, Christian brother. Think he might be a pastor. And Instagram done stopped his likes on 66,600. So it shows the 666. And it's like, now y'all know. Y'all and YouTube does that same thing. They always stop you on that 666. And I think that whoever coded it did that intentionally. And it's demonic. But the Lord gonna get the last laugh. The Lord gonna get the last laugh. The Lord gonna get the say. That's hilarious. But hey, y'all, God bless you. Keep your head up. I need to order my wife a new Aura ring. They came out with a thinner one. And so I need to order that for her because I know she's not going to spend that on herself. So I need to order that. But God bless you. Keep your head up. Keep going. Make sure if you can make it November 28th, you got some time unless we sell out first because it's only 50 seats. So you got a little bit of time unless we sell out first to get your ticket, drive on down or drive on up Tampa, Florida. You want to be there. The Purpose Arc Seminar, November 28th. We I'm gonna be there setting up by 8 a.m. and we'll get started 10 a.m. Registration 9 a.m. We'll have lunch and we'll have dinner. Will be more so light bites because we'll be wrapping up and you could go, to the restaurant and eat. We may all go to the restaurant if it's room for us or something like that. I doubt it's a room, unless it's like, 5, 10 of us. But if it's more than that, we have to figure it out. But get down there, get in the room, bring your business card if you got one, even if it just got your social media handles on there if you ain't started a business yet. Network, be able to meet some folks. You're going to hear me talk about it every day until it's sold out. And if it's meant to sell out, and we're going to be in there and we're going to the next level. Also, intentional singles, men and women, we're getting close to getting in the Apple App Store. We still, although we love the web app, we just realized that the App Store, they telling us that we no longer consider spam and that we could resubmit. So we're going to see if that's meant to be, if that's God will. And y'all, this a matchmaking app. So you got to answer the questions intentionally and honestly because it'll match you based on that. Don't get on there and expect a match in a week, in a day, overnight. Like the year is only $99. I want you to get on there. If you really intentional and you want to meet somebody, then give it the full year. Meaning if you meet somebody, of course, a month, 3 months in, all right, you could delete the app. But I mean, sign up for the year versus the weekly because it'll save you $400 if you just sign up for the year. Or you could just stay on the free version if you don't need the pro attributes of the app. But very intentional. We still building it day by day. So tell all the good single men in your family, get on there, thedestinyapp.com, thedestinyapp.com. Get on there. Also, my sessions are closed right now. I'm working with the people who already have a session. Some sessions I may end up refunding just because of my headspace and just how focused I am and what I'm working on. I have VIP clients and I have some clients that bought, VIP sessions that I'm working with, and I'm going to honor that because of the commitment that they made. But AskTonyG.com is trained by my books and courses and things like that, my YouTube videos. So it's essentially my wisdom. It's what I teach, and it's way cheaper than coaching. You can ask it as many questions as you want to ask it, for dirt cheap. I think they got a $5 pack and then $20 a month. And AskTonyG.com, AskTonyG.com. And one of my clients built it. It's what his company does. He's a Caucasian gentleman. He has a black wife. So that was cool, seeing the living example of like, and women say, hey, you got to look outside your race sometimes. Sometimes if it ain't working for you, you got to be open to other things. And so that sister did that. And so I got to meet them, and that's what his company does. And so they built that for me and, got us a little business deal, blessing them. And so make sure you get on there, AskTonyG.com. Also, if you are a therapist, life coach, consultant, you have clients that you talk to and you take notes. My other company, CoachFile.app. That's COACH file FILE.app app. CoachFile.app. So if you need a system or site where you can manage your clients or what have you, then hop on there. Hop on there, utilize that. And so you got the destinyapp.com, you got asktonyg.com, and you got coachfile.app. And then you also have the Purpose Arc, the book. Read the books on Amazon. Also, the live event, November 28th. Wish I could have did something sooner, but give us a little time. And then I'm trying to map out, some certain little dates and stuff like that. So if that one sell out, then I may add one in December like the week before Christmas or whatever, for the grown folks who don't have children and don't have to buy a lot of gifts or what have you, and just you want to treat yourself for Christmas. You want to step into your purpose for Christmas and roll into the new year purpose minded. We may do that, or we'll do something in January, top of January somewhere. Could be Atlanta, could be Dallas. So stay tuned. God bless you. Keep your head up, keep going, and we'll talk soon.